Elon Musk has had a good relationship with China. He's met with the Chinese premier and he has lavished praise on the country.
We want to very much say thank you and appreciation for the Shanghai government and the support.
The relationship has helped Tesla's CEO to access China's key market and build the company's largest factory there.
China, I think long-term will be our biggest market.
And now that Musk is buying Twitter and promising to promote free speech, Tesla's reliance on Beijing is becoming a source of concern for employees at the social media company as well as researchers. They question whether softer policies on Twitter could allow misinformation to spread.
The concerns here are that China could leverage Tesla's operations in the country to squeeze out some concessions for itself on Twitter.
While China has blocked Twitter inside its borders, its government has increasingly used the platform to promote propaganda abroad. Here's how that could put Elon Musk in a delicate position. First, you need to know why China is so important for Tesla. In 2019, Musk broke ground on Tesla's first factory outside the US and made it the first automaker in China fully owned and operated by a foreign company. And since it started delivering cars later that year, China, the world's biggest market for electric cars, has also become one of the most lucrative. In 2021, more than a quarter of Tesla's revenue came from China, and in the same year, the company sold more than 470,000 cars made at the Shanghai Gigafactory. That's more than half of the vehicles Tesla delivered globally.
In China, Elon Musk is wildly popular, both with the public and with government officials. To the Chinese public, he's seen as this maverick entrepreneur that has no qualms against pushing back against authority. And to the Chinese government, he's seen as like the shining beacon because a company like his, Tesla, has the technology and expertise to lift China's entire electric vehicle industry.
But as Tesla grows more dependent on China, academics and other Western observers say that Beijing could in turn gain more leverage over Musk's Twitter business.
What people are particularly concerned about is the fact that China has in the past used its access to the large consumer market to squeeze foreign companies in order to make them do something that is aligned with China's own political goals and aims.
For instance, about a year ago, the Swedish clothing retailer H&M was effectively wiped off the Chinese internet after it decided to stop sourcing cotton from Xinjiang because of forced labor allegations there, which China has strongly denied.
编造涉疆谎言，抹黑中国形象。
In 2019, the National Basketball Association also felt the pain after a Houston Rockets executive tweeted to support pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong, which prompted Chinese sponsors to cut business ties, costing the league hundreds of millions of dollars. So after Musk pulled off a $44 billion deal to buy Twitter, promising more free speech on the platform, he will also face a higher risk of upsetting Beijing.
Tesla is largely beholden to Beijing's goodwill when it comes to manufacturing, production, stoppages, supply chain, everything.
Twitter declined to comment. Tesla and Musk didn't respond to our request for comment. And when asked whether China could use Tesla's leverage against Musk, the foreign ministry spokesperson brushed off the question.
我注意到你很会猜测，但是没有任何事实的依据。
Some Twitter employees say concerns are justified. Musk's acquisition comes at an opportune time for the Chinese government. Since the start of the pandemic, Beijing officials have been heavily using Twitter to criticize international media and promote its views on controversial subjects.
Some of the Chinese foreign ministry spokespeople and their ambassadors globally have huge followings on Twitter. And what they typically do is they tend to amplify Chinese state media, coming out to talk about topics such as Hong Kong independence, talking about Xinjiang, talking about COVID.
In 2019, Twitter is one of the first social media companies to take steps to ban state media and political advertising.
The worry is that he could abolish some of the content policies that Twitter has set up to sieve out fake news and misinformation on the platform. And this could allow more Chinese government influence campaigns on Twitter.
To regulate the spread of misinformation, Twitter has also been labeling the accounts of government officials and state media from countries such as China and Russia and says it has been taking down fake accounts or bots associated with the Chinese government.
Twitter has always faced a large challenge trying to regulate Chinese state-sponsored social media campaigns and fake news campaigns. And now this Twitter problem will become an Elon Musk problem. And the worry with that is Elon Musk has a lot more exposure to the Chinese market than Twitter ever had.
Elon Musk has said that free speech should be within the law, but hasn't said how he plans to approach Chinese government accounts. Jeff Bezos, who often spars with Musk on social media, has suggested that the deal could increase Twitter's exposure to pressure from Beijing. He also tweeted that it could result in more complexity in China for Tesla, adding that Musk is extremely good at navigating complexity.